Hey everyone, it's Monica with KydzLydz for my journey to a happier, healthier me for the 20th of August. Yay, I was actually right, Monday. So, things are going great. As you guys know from my last shopping that I showed you, we have been on the hunt for gluten-free products for me. And I will honestly say, I have said it before and I still stick to it, it's harder to go gluten-free than it is to go vegan for me because almost all of the products that you use have gluten in it and you kind of don't realize because it's not something that you think about. So you guys know that I love to bake, and flour is a major source of gluten. And also my cooking, so I had to change over to the gluten-free soy, which we showed you, and I got that. Now, I went yesterday to Gerrard Square, which is a local mall here. So for those of you who are interested in that, it's at, basically it's at Pape and Gerrard, and it's a huge mall. There is a Food Basics in there, but there's also Winners, and Winners has a lot of products that are gluten-free. Now, they had gluten-free pretzels and pretzel sticks. I didn't buy them only because they were $7.99 a bag, and I was like, that's kind of steep. Now, I would love to enjoy pretzels again, and probably will buy them at some point to show you guys, because I think that's really cool that you can get them without gluten. So they had a tremendous amount of recipes, a bunch of baking mixes, that we could try, but because I love to bake, what I'm going to do is just basically I've already veganized all of my recipes, so now I'm going to gluten-free-ize them, GFIze them, I'm going to call that. So I've showed you guys some brown sugar before that I used to get, which was just the normal, Red Path brown sugar, but I kind of was worried about that people were telling me who are into the raw foodism and everything that basically that is just they already centrifuged and then they just add the molasses back to it, which kind of freaked me out because I was like, really? How does that make any sense? So now what we started buying is plantation raw sugar. This is made by Atlantic, and there you can see the top of it. So this is pure sugar. It is a uniquely free-running golden brown sugar made from the filtered syrups of natural cane sugar. Smooth and mellow, it brings out the best in coffee, tea, and all kinds of hot beverages. It is also the crunchy finishing topping on fruits, cobblers, cookies, and pastries. Plantation raw sugar it right. So in this, 1 teaspoon is 15 calories, which is pretty good. It's comparable to normal sugar. So, I mean, honestly, it tastes amazing. So I highly, highly recommend getting this if you're going to buy any kind of brown sugar. And now, when we were at the 99 Sudbury Market, there was a couple there, and they make barbecue pulled pork vegan style. They used jackfruit. So I'm not sure if they got fresh jackfruit, which I've never seen, or if they use the canned jackfruit. So we bought a can of jackfruit to try it. So basically you do all of the same ingredients as you would for a pulled pork sandwich, but you use jackfruit sliced up into these little slivers instead of the pulled pork. So I am super excited to try this. Now the only problem with this is that because it's in heavy syrup, it's 137 calories for 125 milliliters. But we're going to eliminate the syrup. And there's only 17 milligrams of sodium, which is 0%. There is 1 gram of fiber and 28 grams of sugars, which is astounding amount. But like I said, we're going to eliminate all of the juice. So we're just going to be using the fruit. So I'm going to have to try and figure out the calorie count on that one. Okay, now as for gluten-free flour, I bought this called 123 Gluten-Free, easy to make, can't beat the taste, multi-purpose flour mix, and it is made by Olivia's Outstanding, if that's the name of it, or if it's just 123 Gluten-Free. I'm not really sure. Oh, it is. It's just 123 Gluten-Free. So here we go. This is what I bought. So this one is actually, as you can see, it's fortified. So it actually does have a recipe on here for angel food cake, but it incorporates egg whites. So we're going to have to figure out how to do that without egg whites. And since it's an enormous amount of egg whites, 12 egg whites, if you guys have ever made angel food cake, it's basically just meringue. So I am really super excited to try this. So the ingredients are rice flour, potato starch, tapioca starch, xanthan gum, niacin, reduced iron, calcium carbonate, thiamine mononitrate, folic acid, and riboflavin. So, and it is manufactured in a dedicated allergen-free facility, no gluten, wheat, dairy, casein, peanuts, tree nuts, eggs, and soy. So impressive. It's made in Orange, Ohio, and this was You see the price? $6.99. So I was excited to find this. Okay, it's not a lot. There's only 680 grams in here, which is 1.5 pounds. That is a lot to pay for some flour. But if you compare it to going to a gluten-free bakery and buying some treats, you pay $4 for a little tiny, like, I think we paid $3.50 for a Nanaimo bar. But I wouldn't change that. They're so good. So then we went to Food Basics. And I remember seeing some gluten-free stuff there before. So we went on the hunt. Not only do they have gluten-free stuff, but they had gluten-free flour. Okay, they also had a baking mix, which is already pre-mixed, so you don't have to put the baking powder in it. But look at this. This is Irresistibles, which is just the Food Basics brand gluten-free all-purpose flour mix. And it's got another recipe on the back. This one is for pizza crust. How exciting is that? And this one is just white and whole grain rice flour, corn flour, tapioca starch, cornstarch, methyl cellulose, guar gum, and xanthan gum. Now this one says may contain soy, because obviously it's produced in a plant that probably produces some kind of soy product. So if you're not worried about soy, which I'm not because I eat tofu, then you can go with a product like this, which by the way was only $2.99 for this bag. And this is, did I say how much it was? It's 1 kilogram. So that's amazing. So you can pay this for $2.99 if you're not worried about allergies with soy, or you can pay $6.99 for this one if you are worried about any kind of allergens whatsoever. Now this is very exciting for me because now I'm going to be able to do all of my recipes completely GFized. I like that word actually. So I will definitely be showing you guys some more baking and cooking. Awesome. And things are going wonderful. Life is good. Rain did amazing at her show. Oh my gosh, I don't know if she's filmed since then, so I'm not really sure if you guys have heard anything about it from her, but you have from me. And she made almost $300, guys. Like, is that not amazing? She got invited to be in another store on Bloor Street. A person came up to her and asked her if she could take photographs of her product for, I think a project or something at school, because she's a photography student. And it was just an all-around awesome day. So my mom is here visiting, which is why I'm also not filming too much this week. And she's laying down right now having a nap. So I thought I would take advantage, and that was a car outside. So yeah, take advantage and do some filming with you guys. Alright. My heart. Love you. Bye. Share your smile.